yes, I have a prop. Don't be scared. When I told people I was bringing a prop, the first thing that came to mind was Gallagher, watermelon. So I put all my friends up in the front just in case. I am a little bit stressed. I'm a little bit nervous, but luckily I went to chiropractor yesterday. I got myself adjusted. I went back into the room and the doctor came in. He pulled out my chart from last month and said, "Jamie, it says here you were suffering from some lower back pain last month from wrapping Christmas presents. Is that gone now?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm done wrapping presents. It's gone now." But speaking of Christmas and holidays, I actually do hate my birthday very much. And it's not so much the age thing. For anyone out there affiliated with Busch Gardens and the Guess Your Age booth, I am 14 years old. The problem with my birthday is that it is the day after Christmas. You can relate. So how can you compete with that holiday? You can't. You get that present you've been wanting all year long, and your friends all got it the day before. But on the flip side, if you don't get what you want for Christmas, oh well, there's always tomorrow. The thing that really stinks, though, are the friends who try to do the combo gifts, the Christmas/birthday gift together. And I don't understand what the problem is. Everything is like 75% off on December 26th. How hard is it to buy another gift? The store's open at 6 a.m. I'm practically helping you buy me presents. So for any friends out there who did that to me last month, when your birthday rolls around in like June or July, well, you got your gift last month. The thing that really stinks is that the card companies, Hallmark, has gotten in on this. They actually have Christmas birthday cards, the Birthmas cards, as they call it. Let me share one of them for you. It's the reason for the season, oh it rhymes, to celebrate fun and the birth of the Son of God. Have a very Merry Christmas and happy birthday. Itsy bitsy tiny print, so they don't forget you there. My day job is I actually teach English as a second language over at ODU. I've been teaching there for 4 years. I actually entered there as a student about 10 years ago, so that made me about 4 or 5 years old at the time. Part of my job with my students is I have to teach them about American culture. But what's really interesting is what they teach me about American culture, things I had no idea about. Did you know that the average American eats 7 hamburgers a week? I didn't know that. And that the biggest holiday in November? Not Thanksgiving. In fact, they didn't even know what that was. It's Black Friday. And there's this whole nother holiday. I didn't even know this one existed. It's called Christmas Thursday. Yeah. It's when you get up really early on Thursday mornings, you go to the rich neighborhoods, and in front of every house there's stuff you can just take. You can get a bicycle, you can get a mattress, you can get a shoe. The next week you can go back and get another shoe. It changes every week. I didn't even know about this. I have to get in on that one. And anyone whose birthday's on a Thursday, well, you're making out there. Another thing that we do to try to help our students assimilate with American culture is that we try to give them American nicknames, or we just let them choose American nicknames, and they haven't quite gotten the hang of it yet. I could probably classify their names in 3 different categories. There's the pop culture category, where we have, Justin Timberlake. He's represented in our classes. We have Justin from Morocco and Jasitin from Korea. It's hard to tell them apart sometimes. I've also got Mickey, Jacko, pop culture great Machiavelli, yes. And now every day when I start class, I get to call the roll and call the name of Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel Chang, to be exact. Another one of the categories that we have is the inanimate objects, or as I like to call it, the Joss Whedon School of Character Naming. So we've got sun, sky, lion, tiger, big, tang, spade, Heineken. He goes by Ken for short, it's okay. And then there's the last group. I call this the incomprehensible group, the one where I'm wondering if they really thought about the name they chose. As we you know, most Asian speakers, they have a hard time with the L and R sound. So I was doing a lesson on it, and at the end of class, this Korean comes up with this really pronounced overbite. And he proudly announces, "I've chosen a name." And I'm like, "Great, thank goodness. What is it?" "Rishi." "Bless you. What name is it?" "Rishi." "Sorry, what is it?" So we go back and forth about 5 more times. He gives up, writes it on the board. "Rich." "Okay, Rich. We have to work on teaching how to say your name." So I am a colossal disappointment with my mother-in-law. And it's not because I stole her firstborn son, or we've been married for 5 years and we haven't given her 5 grandchildren yet. We're just from completely different worlds. She is from a small, sleepy mountain town in Pennsylvania where Walmart is a respected and revered place where you can work there and it's okay. I'm from Hampton where Walmart's a crime scene. Totally different place. Needless to say, visits are a little bit awkward. I have to find ways to cope with my visits with her. So I've invented something to help me cope with her visits. Feel free to play along. Since you have real drinks, you can do this. It's called the imaginary drinking game. And here's how you play. Every time she exhibits one of her quirks, you take a little drink behind her back. So every time she buys me inappropriate preteen too hot for you clothing, you take a little drink because it's for little girls. Every time she defends the widescreen TV, full screen movie, you take another drink. Every time she suggests grandbabies, of course, take a few drinks for that when it comes up a lot. Every time she suggests surrogacy, via my lesbian half-sister-in-law with the lazy eye, currently undergoing an identity crisis. Oh wait, I think she's joining the army now. Take a long drink for that one. Everything followed by the mopey face. You take multiple shots, that comes out every 5 seconds. And anytime she gives me earrings, and I don't know if you can see very well, but haven't quite gotten them pierced yet. The earrings thing is kind of an interesting story. It started about 8 years ago as a misunderstanding, and it's almost done out of spite now that I don't get the ears pierced. But each year she keeps trying. She thinks, oh, this is the year. Well, as you can see, I have amassed quite a collection from her. Quite a few kegs worth of earrings in there. I thought I'd share some of them with you. There's memories attached to each one. Oh, let's see here. Oh, there goes one. Actually, this is a good year, 2005. Got wicked imaginary hammered that year. So, oh, yes. Here's Christmas. Here's birthday. So, needless to say, every visit, or actually every day of every visit, invariably ends with imaginary alcohol poisoning. Thank you very much. You've been great. You've been a good audience.
Jamie Sturgis. One more comic. Let's keep it going, Mr. Craig Fusey. Craig, where are you? Come on up.